right, everybody, so we'll get started. I am Paris, and this is a gentle flow yoga class. So we'll just be coordinating our breath with our movement. If there's any postures that don't work for you, they don't resonate with you for any reason, you're welcome to rest in child's pose or in any other posture. Just meet us back whenever you're ready. Just honoring your body, taking it at your own pace. We'll begin by rooting our sits bones down into the earth, moving any fleshy parts away from the seat, really grounding down through the hips and the thighs. Let the knees fall heavy towards the earth. Feeling this grounded, weighted sensation beneath the seat. And then from this rooted sensation, we're going to lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. Softening the edges of the skin with each exhalation. Just beginning to drop into our breath, so noticing the quality and the temperature of the inhalation. Noticing any shift or change in the temperature or the quality of the exhalation. Without trying to fix or control the breath in any way, it's perfect just as it is. Just allowing the body to be breathed by the breath here. Soften the space behind the eyes. Unhinge the jaw, let the tongue be loose in the mouth. The teeth part slightly and the lips close softly over them. And then unfurrowing any lines that might form in the brow area, softening the space of the third eye. Keeping the space between the eyebrows broad in here. Just becoming a conscious observer of the breath. Again, not trying to fix or control it in any way. Allow the body to be breathed by the breath here. Drawing the palate back slightly, feeling how that tucks the chin ever so slightly and lengthens the crown of the head just a little bit more. And then just softening the edges of the skin into the space around you with each exhalation. And on your next inhale, we'll gather our hands together at heart center in prayer. Plugging our thumbs into our sternum, lifting our sternum into our thumbs. We'll bow our rational mind towards our loving, compassionate heart. Thanking ourselves for showing up to our mats tonight. For choosing to take care of ourselves. Perhaps setting an intention for our practice right here and now. Repeating that intention to ourselves 3 times in the present tense as if it's already happening. And then pausing here for a moment of gratitude, reflection, or prayer. And then on your next exhale, we'll return the palms to the lap. We'll lift the chin, lengthen through the back of the neck, lift the crown of the head towards the sky a little higher. We're going to drop into our Ujjayi Pranayama right here. So this is our victorious yogic breath. Comes in through the nose and out through the nose at a nice even pace. Maybe inhaling to a count of 4. And exhaling to a count of 4. Create a slight constriction in the back of the throat to make the breath audible. Like an ocean wave, or maybe creating the sensation of fogging up a mirror with the lips closed. Grounding ourselves in this audible Ujjayi Pranayama before moving into our asana practice. Knowing the breath is there for us to return to over and over again as the mind tries to take us away from the present moment. And on our next exhale, we'll drop the chin to the chest. We'll inhale the breath up behind the eyes, and on an exhale, we'll allow the eyes to flutter open softly. Letting the light meet the eyes, soft and liquid-like without reaching or grasping to see anything. Keeping the gaze liquid-like and soft, downcast towards the floor. And we'll go ahead and inhale our gaze into the space. So we're going to go ahead and walk the fingertips forward, reaching the sits bones back long into the earth behind you. Lengthen the arms forward, draw the shoulders onto the back body as the sits bones reach into the earth here, nice long spine. The navel draws to the spine, folding over the hip creases here. And then soften the head and the neck towards the earth. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we're going to walk the hands back in. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to take the left leg or whichever leg is on top. And take them out, give them a little shake. Maybe windshield wiper the feet side to side or roll the ankles in one direction. And then take them in the other direction, maybe rocking over the sits bones here. If that feels good, you can take the knees up and down, whatever feels good to reawaken the legs to the space. And then as you're ready, we're going to cross the legs in the opposite direction. So bringing the opposite leg in front or on top. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up and out. Hands come to prayer over top of the crown of the head, and then exhale the prayer into the heart space. Inhale, lift the prayer up. And exhale, press the palms to the earth. Lift it up and lengthen through the side body. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Inhale, lift it up and lengthen. Exhale, press the palms down towards the earth. 2 more times like this. Lift it up and lengthen. Hands come together at prayer. Draw the prayer into the heart. Lift the prayer hands up and overhead. And then float the palms towards the earth. Last time here. Lift it up and lengthen. Palms come together. Draw the prayer hands in. And then lift it up. Float the palms towards the earth. Then we're just going to find a gentle twist to the right. So either bringing the left hand to the outside of the left knee or to the right knee. If you want to move into a deeper twist, you're going to bring the hand to the right knee. You're going to bring the right fingertips behind the back, close to the sacrum. Spiral the heart open, soften the shoulders, draw the navel to the spine. Lift through the crown of the head, tuck the chin slightly. Finding that long, luminous spine here. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale back through center. We're just going to take the twist to the second side. So drawing the right hands to the right knee or the left knee. Bringing the left fingertips behind the back. Spiraling the heart open. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze is soft over the left shoulder. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale back through center. We're going to plant the right palm next to the hip and then lengthen over with the left arm. Really lengthening the side body here. Soften that left shoulder onto the back as you lengthen through the left fingertips. Dynamic extension through that left arm. Pressing the left sits bone back and down towards the earth. Lengthening the side body all the way from the hips to the fingertips. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale up through center. Place the left hand down next to the left hip. Press into the left palm to anchor the right sits bone back and down, and then reach it up and over with the right arm. Soften the right shoulder onto the back body as you spiral the gaze under the right upper arm. Press that right sits bone back and down towards the earth. Draw the navel to the spine. Lengthening the right side body here, hips to fingertips. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale all the fingertips up to the sky. We're going to exhale the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press the palms together, lengthen the fists back and away as you lift the heart, maybe lift the gaze. Finding a little back bend here, so lengthen the fists down towards the earth. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back, lift the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, we'll release the hands. We'll walk the fingertips forward, folding over the thighs once more. Reaching the sits bones back long into the earth behind you. Soften the forehead towards the earth. The heart center melts towards the mat. Lengthen the sits bones back. Crown of the head lengthens forward. Nice long spine here. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we're going to rise up, maybe rolling over the ankles or swinging the legs around behind us. Setting up in a tabletop position, so bringing the wrists beneath the shoulders, the knees beneath the hips, the crown of the head is going to lengthen forward, the tailbone is going to lengthen back. Our fingers are spread wide, we're pressing into the webbing between the thumb and the first finger, all the knuckles and the finger pads. Finding that external rotation through the arms here, so spiraling the elbow creases towards the front of the mat. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, tuck the hips under, navel draws the spine, shoulder blades slide apart on the back, head and neck release. Pause here, one full cycle of breath in your cat tilt. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift the hips, the belly will drop, the heart will slide forward, the shoulders will draw back, the gaze will come up. Finding your dog tilt, one full cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, tuck the hips under, navel draws the spine, shoulder blades slide apart, head and neck release. Continue moving through these poses with your breath. So the inhales ripple you forward, they lift the hips, the heart shines forward, the shoulders draw back, the gaze comes up. And then the exhales, tuck the hips under, the navel draws to the spine. Shoulder blades slide apart on the back as the head and the neck releases. Taking out any of the roteness, any of the mechanicalness of this movement, really exploring it from the inside out. Maybe closing the eyes, going deeper into the sensations the body has to offer here. We'll just move through one more full cycle right here. Ripple forward, finding your dog tilt. And then we'll return to a nice neutral spine, a nice flat back. We'll step the left knee a little closer to the right as we lengthen back through the right toes. Placing the right toes on the earth behind us. We're going to shine the shoulders forward as we roll onto the tip of the right toes. And then we're going to press back through the right heel, extending back. Feel that hamstring lengthen. Inhale forward, roll onto the tip of the right toes. And exhale, press it back, lengthen back. Inhale forward, roll onto the tip of the toes. Exhale, press it back, extend it back. Inhale forward. Exhale, press it back, extend back through that right heel. Pausing here for 3 cycles of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we'll roll the shoulders over the wrist, the heel over the toe ball mount. And then we're going to lift the right leg up into space, square the hips, square the toes to face the earth, draw the navel to the spine. If this is enough for you, you're welcome to stay right here. You're welcome to extend that left arm out, bicep by the ear, lengthening through the fingertips and the heel, through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Drawing the navel to the spine, squaring the hips. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the left hand down, take the left toes off the mat, bring the right ankle in line with the left wrist and the left knee. Reaching that right arm up towards the sky. Lengthen the tailbone towards the right heel. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back as the crown of the head lengthens forward. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, the right hand to the earth. The left toes return to the earth. The right knee returns to the mat. Move through a round of cat and cow here if you'd like. Exhale, navel draws to spine. Inhale, ripple forward. And returning to that nice neutral spine, that nice flat back. We'll step the right knee a little closer to the left as we lengthen back through the left heel. Shine the shoulders forward, roll onto the tip of the left toes, and then press it back through the left heel. Shine it forward, roll forward. And then press it back to the left heel. Shine it forward, roll forward. Press it back to the left heel. Last time forward. And last time, press it back, hold it here. 3 cycles of breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll shine the shoulders over the wrists, heel over the toe ball mat, and lift the left leg up into space, square the hips, square the toes to face the earth, draw the navel to the spine nice and deeply. Option to extend that right arm forward if it's in your practice. Finding Chakrabakasana, our sunbird pose. We'll just be here for another cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill the breath. And then exhale, release the right hand to the earth. Take the right toes off the mat. Drop the left ankle in line with the right wrist and the right knee. Lift that left arm up towards the sky. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back as the crown of the head lightens forward. Navel draws to spine. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill the breath. And then exhale the left hand to the earth. The left knee returns to the mat. The right toes return to the mat, finding our tabletop position. And then we're going to walk the hands out nice and wide towards the corners of the mat, allowing the hips to stay stacked over the knees, softening the heart space towards the earth. Releasing our forehead to the earth or to a block or a blanket. Soften the heart space down. Draw the navel up and in, lengthen the tailbone back. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll walk the hands back in. Press it back for a breath in Balasana. So bringing the big toes to touch, releasing the feet to the heels. Surrendering the forehead to the earth. Connecting with the movement of breath through the body, so feeling the back body rise with each inhale. Feeling everything soften down, settle down into the earth with each exhale. Remembering that child's pose is available to you at any point during your practice if you feel the need to take rest or deepen your breath. You don't have to wait for me to offer it to go here if it feels right for you. And then on your next inhale, we're going to lift the hips, spread the fingers nice and wide, tuck the toes under, press the seat up and back, finding downward facing dog. We're going to begin by pedaling out the knees here, so bending one knee nice and deeply, reaching the opposite heel towards the earth. Our shoulders are shifting back towards our hips. Our chest is reaching towards our thighs, our low belly is drawing in. Walking our dog here, nice and easy, lengthening each opposite hamstring towards the earth. One at a time. And then we'll extend both heels towards the earth equally for 3 cycles of breath in downward facing dog, but no worries if this isn't in your practice. You're welcome to drop your knees to the earth, resting in child's pose. Or walk your feet to the front of the mat, finding a forward fold. We'll all meet there eventually. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale.
On your next inhale, we'll bend the knees deeply, bring the gaze forward, step or float the feet to the hands and fold into ourselves. Finding a soft bend in the back of the knees if the hamstrings are tight, releasing the upper body over the lower body. Maybe taking opposite hand to opposite elbow, letting the upper body undulate here. Shifting side to side. Maybe shaking the head, yes or no. Letting go of any tension in the back of the neck. Let it all go here. Melting the upper body over the lower body. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale back through center. We'll release the hands to the earth. And then we're going to walk the hands over to the right side of the foot. We're going to bend the right knee, lengthen the left leg nice and long. Shoot that left hip up towards the sky as you soften the heart space towards the right thigh. Release the head and the neck. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale, walk the hands through center, straighten both legs, and then walk them over to the left. Nice deep bend in that left knee. Shoot that right hip up towards the sky. Soften the heart space down. Release the head and the neck. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale back through center. Exhale, empty out, release. And we're going to inhale, lift up halfway, finding length. Hands come to shins or thighs. Crown of the head lengthens forward. Shoulder blades draw back. And then exhale, fold forward, release over your thumbs. Lift up halfway, find length. Hands come to shins or thighs. Any place but the knees. Shoulders draw back. Crown of the head lengthens forward. And exhale, fold into yourself more deeply. Lift up halfway, find length. And exhale, fold more deeply. Lift up halfway, find length. Exhale, fold into yourself, swan dive down. And then from here, we're going to press into the four corners of the feet as we stack the vertebrae of the spine one at a time. Draw the navel up and in. Stacking the shoulders, the neck, and the head. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Two more times like that. Shoulders up, back, and down. Shoulders up, back, and down. We'll bring the hands to prayer. Cleansing breath here. Inhale. Let it go. We're going to move through 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar egg. Ardha Surya Namaskar egg. So half sun egg. Inhale, sweep the arms up and out. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find length. Exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, it's up and overhead. And then seal it into the heart space. Inhale, sweep the arms up and out. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find length. Exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, lift up and overhead. Seal it into the heart space. Last time through, sweep the arms up and out. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find length. Exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the four corners of the feet, arms reach and rise, up and overhead. Pausing here, lifting up onto all 10 toe ball mounts. Breathing here for 3 cycles of breath. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lengthen the tailbone towards the earth, soften the shoulders, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the heels to the earth, sweep the arms forward, toss and chair. Lengthen the tailbone back, lift the heart, lift the fingertips towards the sky, soften the shoulders. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find length. And then exhale the hands to the earth, step the right leg back nice and long, finding a runner's lunge. Left knee steps over the ankle, right heel lifts, right hamstring lifts. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the right knee to the earth, untuck the toes. We're going to bend into the left knee, feeling that right hip flexor open up. So we're going to walk the hands back as we fold and flex over the left thigh. Flex the left toes back towards the face, soften the heart space towards the left thigh, release the head of the neck. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we're going to walk the hands forward to frame the front foot. We're going to sweep the arms up, finding a low lunge. Lengthen the thumbs back towards the back of the room as you lift the heart, draw the navel in, lengthen the tailbone down. Finding a little back bend here. Inhale, fill with breath. Exhale, empty out. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the left hand down the back of the right thigh. Reaching up and back with the right fingertips, maybe taking beyond mudra. Spiraling the heart towards the left side of the mat. Lifting the heart nice and high, lengthen the fingertips back. One more cycle of breath right here in your twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And exhale, both arms up towards the sky. And exhale the hands to the heart space. Inhale, fill with breath, and exhale, twist it to the left. Right elbow slices over left thigh. Pressing the top palm into the bottom palm. Providing a fold from around which to twist more deeply. Spiral the heart towards your prayer hands. Squeeze the inner thighs together. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, unwind to center. Bring the hands down to the inside of the left foot and then heel to the left foot off to the edge of the mat. Maybe sliding that right knee back a little further. Making some space to come down onto the forearms if it's available to you. Squeezing that left knee in towards the left shoulder. Soften the hips towards the earth. You can always bring blocks under the forearms here. Bring the earth up to you. Finding a place where you can get comfortable with the discomfort. Just dropping into your breath here for 3 cycles of breath. And then on your next inhale, we're going to liven up onto the palms. We're going to bring the right hand to the earth, the left hand to the inside of the left thigh, and then we're going to draw the left knee out to the side as you roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Taking the gaze over the left shoulder, twisting open. Spiral the heart center towards the sky. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the left hand to the earth, step the left foot back. Finding Balasana, child's pose, releasing the feet to the heels, surrendering the forehead to the earth. The arms can extend forward or they can drape by the sides of the body. The shoulders are cranky. Feel the back body expand. Exhale, soften into each point of contact between your body and the earth. And then on your next inhale, we'll spread the fingers wide. We'll tuck the toes under. We'll press the feet up and back, finding downward facing dog. We'll just be here for 1 cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're We're going to bend the knees deeply, bring the gaze forward, step or float the feet to the hands, fold into ourselves. We're going to lift up halfway, finding length. Exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, lift up and overhead. Pause here. Lift up onto all 10 toe wall mounts. 3 cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, sit the heels down, sweep the arms forward to the tops of the chair. Lift the thumbs towards the sky, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the tailbone back. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find length. Exhale, hands come down, bend the knees deeply, step the left leg back nice and long, runner's lunge, right knee stacks over the ankle. The left heel lifts, the left hamstring lifts. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the left knee to the earth, untuck the toes, bend into the right knee, feel that left hip flexor open up. And then walk the hands back as you fold and flex over that right thigh. Flex the toes back towards the face, lengthen that right hamstring. All the way into the right glute. Soften the heart space down, release the head and the neck. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll walk the hands forward to frame the front foot. You're going to go ahead and sweep the arms up and out. Lengthen the thumbs towards the back of the room as you lift the heart, finding a little back bend here. Lengthen the tailbone down, draw the navel in, soften the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, we're going to release the right hand down the back of the left thigh. Taking Gyan Mudra with the left fingers. Lengthening back through the left fingertips. You spiral the heart towards the right side of the mat. Drawing the navel in, protecting the low back. We'll just be here for one more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your inhale, we'll sweep the arms up to center. We're going to exhale the hands to the heart space. Inhale, fill with breath, and then exhale, twist it to the right. Left elbow slices over right thigh. Pressing that top palm into the bottom palm. Drawing that right shoulder to stack on top of the left. Squeezing the inner thighs together. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale, unwind to center. Exhale the hands down to the inside of the right foot, heel to the right foot off to the edge of the mat. Maybe slide that left knee back a little further. Making some space to come down onto the forearms if it's available for you. Hug that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Soften the hips towards the earth. The crown of the head lengthens forward, the tailbone lengthens back. Just 3 more cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we'll liven up onto the palms. You're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the right thigh, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot as you take the gaze over the right shoulder. Finding that twist. Spiral the heart open, soften the shoulders, soften the gaze. Soften the eyes and the sockets. Drawing them back into the skull. Bringing the gaze internal. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the right hand to the earth. Step the right foot back. Balasana, child's pose. Press the feet to the heels. Surrender the forehead to the earth. Connect with the movement and breath through the body. Maybe taking a moment here, connecting with your intention for your practice if you set one. Then we're going to spread the fingers wide. We're going to lift the hips up nice and high. Take it back, downward facing dog. Just one cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll bend the knees deeply. We'll bring the gaze forward. We'll step or float the feet to the hands and fold into ourselves. And we're going to lift up halfway, finding length. And exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, up and overhead. Lift up onto all 10 toe ball mounts. 3 cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, take the heels down, sit it back, Utkatasana chair. Inhale, fill with breath, and then exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway, find length. And then exhale, the fingertips come down, step the right leg back, nice and long, runner's lunge, left knee stacks over the ankle, right heel lifts, right hamstring lifts. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, take the right heel down. We're gonna windmill up, warrior 2. Strong legs, soften the shoulders. Gaze is soft over the left fingertips. Just being here. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll flip the front palms to face the sky. And take it back, exalted warrior. Keeping that nice deep bend in the left knee, lengthening back through the left fingertips. Long line of energy here. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, straighten the left leg, reach it back even further, exalted triangle. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the hands to T. Cut the left hip under, reach through the left fingertips until you can't reach anymore. And then bring the left hand down to a shin, a thigh, a block of the earth. Lengthen the right arm up towards the sky. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Lengthen the tailbone towards the right heel. Stacking the joints here. As if we're on a single plane. Press between 2 panes of glass here. Guys, look awesome. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale up to a T. Bend back into the left knee. Flip the front palm, take it back, exalt. And then we're going to windmill the hands down to frame the front foot, spinning onto the right toe ball mount. We're going to step the right foot up to meet the left, folding into ourselves. Lift up halfway, find length. And exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, up and overhead. Lift up onto all 10 toe ball mounts. 3 cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, sit the feet back, sweep the arms forward, Utkatasana chair. Lengthen the tailbone back, lift the heart. Soften the shoulders, inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway, find length. Exhale, hands come down, step or float the left foot back nice and long. Finding that runner's lunge. Right knee stacks over the ankle. Left heel lifts, left hamstring lifts. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, drop the left heel in line with that right ankle. So the heel to arch alignment here between the feet. And then we're going to windmill up, strong legs. Warrior two. Spread the hips nice and wide. Press that right knee towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Soften the shoulders. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll flip the front palm. We'll take it back, exalt. Lengthen back through the right fingertips. Keep that nice deep bend in the right knee. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next exhale, we're going to lengthen back through the right leg, lengthening back even further, finding exalted triangle. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, take the hands to a T. Cut the right hip under, reach through the right fingertips until you can't reach any further. And then bring the right hand down to a shin, a thigh, a block of the earth. Lengthen the left arm up towards the sky. While the shoulder blades together on the back. Gaze is soft towards the left fingertips. If it's okay for your neck. Otherwise, the gaze can be forward or it can be down at the right foot. That helps you with your balance. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift up to a T. We're going to bend back into the right knee. We're going to flip the front palm, take it back, exalt. And then we're going to windmill the hands down to frame the front foot, spin onto the left toe ball mount. Step the left foot up to meet the right, folding into yourself. Lift up halfway, find length. And exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, it's up and overhead. Seal them into the heart space, cleansing breath here, inhale. Let it go. Returning to that Ujjayi Pranayama. We're going to heel to the feet about mat width apart. We're going to drop the seat down, finding Mahalasana Yogic Squat. So if you know that dropping right down into Mahalasana Yogic Squat doesn't work for you, you're welcome to hinge the upper body forward first. Bring the fingers to the earth and then bend the knees. You're welcome to drop the feet straight down, finding Mahalasana. Bringing the hands to prayer at heart center, pressing the inner thighs away from each other with the elbows. Lifting the heart towards the prayer hands. Lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll interlace all the fingers with the pointer finger. We're going to extend the arms forward as we lower the feet to the earth as gracefully as possible. Bringing the feet in front of us. We're going to hinge back slightly. Hollow out the belly. The feet rooted on the earth. And we're just going to draw the arms forward. And then we're going to open the arms up as we lift the heart. And then draw them back in as we hollow out the belly. Lift the heart, open up. Exhale, hug it in. Lift it up, open up. Exhale, hug it in. Lift and open. Exhale, hug it in. 4 more here. Hug it in. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring the hands behind the thighs. Roll down onto the back body. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side if that feels good for you. Take the knees out further over the hips to target the low back a little bit more if that feels good. You're welcome to circle the knees in one direction. Circle them in the other. Pausing any place there's tension or tightness. Showing those areas a little extra love. And then as you're ready, we're going to place the left foot on the earth. We're going to hug the right knee into the chest. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind the right thigh as we lengthen the right heel up towards the sky. So flex the toes back towards the face. Really press that heel away. Lengthen the hamstring up nice and high. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then Exhale, release the right knee, bend it in, hug it in towards the body. And then release the right foot down to the earth. We're gonna hug the left knee into the chest, hollow out the belly. And then we're gonna switch the grip behind the left thighs and lengthen the left heel up towards the sky, flexing the toes back towards the face, lengthening that left hamstring as long as you can make it. Flex those toes back, activate the hamstring all the way into the glute. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, bend the left knee in, hug it into the chest. And then release the left foot down next to the right. We're going to heel to the feet about mat width apart. We're going to knock the knees together at the midline of the mat, bringing the left hand to the heart, the right hand to the belly. Softly closing the eyes here. Taking a few deep, conscious breaths. Perhaps the deepest, most conscious breaths of your day thus far. And then as you're ready, we're going to separate the knees. We're going to drop them to the left side of the body as the gaze comes over the right shoulder. Option across that left calf over the right thigh. If it's in your practice to anchor that right thigh closer to the earth, only if it feels good for you. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, uncross the legs if they're crossed. Inhale the knees to center, the gaze to center. Drop the knees over to the right side. The gaze comes over the left shoulder. Maybe that right calf crosses over the left thigh. Anchoring it towards the earth. Soften the shoulders onto the back body. Gaze is soft. Jaw is soft. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale the knees through center. The gaze through center. We're going to knock the knees together at the midline of the mat once more. And then maybe drawing the knees in towards the chest, taking happy baby if it feels good in your body, grabbing onto the backs of the shins or the heels. Drawing the knees in towards the armpits, lengthen the tailbone long onto the mat, soften the shoulders. Maybe rocking a little side to side here if that feels good. Or staying stationary as you like, it's your practice. And then we're going to draw the soles of the feet together, hug them in towards the body for one last inner thigh and groin stretch. And then we're going to release the feet to the earth, keeping the soles pressing together. The knees splaying out east and west, nestle the shoulder blades under the back, bring the left hand to the heart, the right hand to the belly. Softly close the eyes. Then we're going to revisit those deep conscious breaths. Grounded in the present moment. Here and now. And then as you're ready, you're welcome to extend the legs long towards the corners of the mat. Letting the feet flap open. Extending the arms by the sides of the body, palms facing up, nestle the shoulder blades under the back. Coming into final relaxation. Shavasana. Scanning the body from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. For any place you're holding on to tension. Letting it dissolve in your awareness of it. Getting to deepen the breath. Bringing awareness back to the breath. Bringing awareness back to the physical body, whatever way makes sense for you, whatever feels organic in this moment. Maybe it's wiggling the fingers to the toes, turning the head from side to side. Only if it feels good, stretching your arms overhead and your toes or your heels towards the front of the room for a full body stretch to reawaken to the space. Before drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a great big hug. Feeling deep appreciation for all that your body does for you each and every day. And then as you're ready, we're going to roll onto the right side of the body to pause in the fetal position. Taking a moment to notice how you feel here. Without judgment, just notice. And as you're ready, pressing the top palm into the earth, extending the top leg, pressing yourself up to a seated position. Stacking head, neck, and trunk in a long vertical line. Softly close the eyes if you've allowed them to open on the journey up. And then bring the hands to prayer and heart center, bowing our rational mind towards our loving, compassionate heart. Thanking ourselves for coming to our mats, for taking care of ourselves. Perhaps recalling our intention for our practice. Seeing if we can carry some piece of that into our evening ahead. I'd like to seal the space with the sound of one Om. Feel free to join me, inhaling deeply. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. May the words, thoughts, and actions of my own life and some